Hey there, first grade. How you doing? Good to see you again. It's been too long. My friends, Mr. Michael here again with another 5-minute demo. And today I'm going to show you how to make a turtle, kind of a three-dimensional turtle, but it's also using the radial design idea that we used last week. All right. I was watching some cartoons. Yes, Mr. Michael still watches cartoons. That should be no surprise to you guys. And one I was watching in particular was an old favorite of mine, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Not the newer ones, like the old ones where I was a kid. So like the old ones, like the ones the dinosaurs and I watched when we were kids. But I'm like, we haven't made turtles yet. So it's time to make a turtle. Are you ready? Let's go. So here's our turtle. All right. If I turn him on his side, you can see his shell is three-dimensional. I made a cone. All right. And remember, we're going to use a radial design like we did last week to make the pattern on the shell. So there's my little central point, and then everything else comes off of that central point. And then my little pattern. But all the lines and all the stuff can go back to that central point. Now, here's how I made the cone and did like the head and the fins real quick. Don't do any cutting or anything yet like I'm going to do here. You make sure you got all your stuff colored up and whatnot first. Draw your things, color your things. You're going to want to get the most perfect circle you can. So you may want to find, if you have some, like a roll of tape, that's what I used for here. Trace it out, that gives you a good circle. Maybe a lid or something your mom isn't using in the kitchen, but you're going to want that perfect circle. Then I just freehand drew my head, kind of made it look like a teardrop. There's my eyes and my nose. And then I drew two fins. This is going to be a top fin, and this is going to be a bottom fin. Only draw two, and I'll explain why here in just a minute. But then color all this up before you do any cutting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out on my lines there as best I can. Remember, stay on those lines because you want your circle to look like a circle, not like a monster truck. Okay? There we go. And then what I would do is you're going to cut a line from like the edge right to about the middle of your circles, close to the middle as you get. Not way past it, just about to the middle. So there we go. Now, take your glue. You could do it on this side or that side. I'm going to go on this side. Put plenty there. And then what you're going to do, see how I've got this piece that goes this way and that goes that way? I'm going to take this one and bring it right over the top. And the more I do, like the pointier my cone will be. And then kind of see how that hangs out there. No worries. Just get some more glue on there. And there we go. And if you put it sideways, look, you got a cone. Set that off to the side. And then you can go ahead, cut out your head. But then what I would suggest is, when you do your fins, put another piece of paper underneath. Now, when you cut out your fins, you're going to be cutting out of two pieces of paper. And then when I cut those fins out, I will get 4 fins that look exactly the same. So I'll have, and I didn't tell you this either. When you do your fins, make a bigger one and make a smaller one. The bigger ones go more towards the top of the head, and the smallers go more towards the bottom. All right? But when you cut out those 2 pieces of paper, your fins look exactly the same. And then on those bottom fins, after you've cut them out, then you're going to want to color them up. Now that everything's drawn, colored, and cut out, take your glue, and you will see, glue your head here at the top, glue 2 sets of fins here behind the head, glue 2 sets of fins down here, and then you may want to cut out a little piece to make a tail. Sometimes on the turtles you can see the tail, sometimes it's a little small and it's hard to see. I leave it to you. So did you like that one? That's a fun one, huh? That's one we would have gotten to in class, and we probably would have done a few more extra things to it, but we can still make a pretty good turtle at home as well. All right, my friends, it's good to see ya. I really want to see some of those turtles and some of the stuff you've been working on. So Mom and Dad, if you could, please email me some pictures of what your kids have been working on. You'll see my email address at the end of this video. My friends, you guys take care. Keep an eye out next week for another 5-minute demo. And until then, adios amigos.